Welcome to Pet Pals. I'm Dee Dee and this is Randy, and we are here at Frederick County Animal Control with some adoptable pets for you. It is Halloween week, so we have some special guests, and we have invited first this little black kitten named Rompo, and Rompo is a graduate of our foster care program, so we consider him previously owned. He's a little boy kitten. And now he's going to be shy when all morning he was interested in doing all kinds of adventurous stuff. So one of the things you should know about getting a kitten is that they like vertical space, and that can often surprise people because they imagine that they're going to put a baby gate across a room and keep their kitten in, and that's not going to work. So what we recommend when you take home a new cat or kitten is that you keep them in the bathroom for a day or two. And I know a lot of people's reaction to that is, no, the bathroom is so tiny, but that's exactly why we want it, because they're in a small cage here where they have kitty litter and food and bed like an efficiency apartment. Moving to the bathroom is like moving to a condo, and they need to adjust to that before you allow them into the palace of your home so that they can feel safe. Cats are what we call thigmotactic. That just means they like to stay near the wall and in the shadows. They don't like to be out in the open if they're at all nervous. So a house can sometimes overwhelm them. Ceiling fans, things like that can be frightening to a cat who's never seen them before. So if you think that you are up for the challenge of a little kitten, we have plenty. And this little guy is called Rompo, and he is pretty affectionate and playful. And I think if you choose him, you would have a lot of fun with him. And we are back with our next guest. This is Zoe. And Zoe is a month older than Rompo, female kitty. And she also was part of our foster care program. And she came to, so we consider her previously owned as well. It's just bunny litter. That's all that was. And as you can tell, even though Zoe and Rompo look very much alike, their personalities are very different. Rompo was purring and playful and relaxed. Oh, great. Zoe's purring, but she was, startled by noises that are off camera, so she's a little more sensitive. And some people definitely look for that in a cat. But as you know, we have many, many cats here in the shelter, so I do encourage you to come in and meet them all and see which one is the best match for you. Zoe has short black hair and yellow eyes, and all cats shed. Sometimes people ask if a longer-haired cat is more of a problem with shedding than a shorter-haired cat, and it's simply not true. But Zoe has very soft fur, and sometimes by handling the cat, you can predict if they are going to shed a lot, a little bit, or a medium amount. And a lot of times kittens have what we call bunny fur. It's really plush and velvety, and they tend to not shed very much when they get older. But all cats shed, so you can't really avoid if you're going to have pets, and all people shed. So, if you're going to have hair, some of it is going to end up on your carpet and need to be swept up. So if you are interested in a kitten, now is the time. Many times people will come to us at Christmas and say, I would like to get a kitten for my family for Christmas. And because the kittens that we get here at the shelter are primarily born to cats that didn't have a home and were outside, winter is not the time when you can find kittens available. So these are the kittens of the season, and they are 3 and 4 months old now. So now is the time to get a kitten if you want one this year. Obviously next year, unfortunately for us, but fortunately for you, we will probably have plenty more kittens. If you are interested in Zoe in particular, then please come to the shelter and check her out, see what she thinks of you, and see if she makes a good match.
You're giving him a butt shot.
There you go. We are back with our next guest. This is Bear, and Bear is 6 months old. You may notice that the kittens are getting larger and larger, but they aren't changing color. In honor of Halloween, we are showing you all of our black kitties, of which we have about 11 in the shelter now, kittens and adults alike. Some with yellow eyes, some with orange eyes, some with green eyes. But basically, black cats are very common. They're not bad luck at all. We can attest to that here. But they are common because the darker coat color is dominant over some of the lighter coat colors genetically. And we have research to back up, which anyone who adopts a black cat this week can have a copy of, that says that black cats are the least likely to jump out of someone's arms and also the most likely to handle city living or passing through a crowd. So basically, they have a lot of resilience and they have a lot to offer as pets because we do ask of them all of these kinds of things to put up with our holding them and carrying them around and meeting our friends when they come over. So if you are interested in a young kitten, we have those. If you are interested in an adult cat, we have those as well. And Bear is kind of in the middle. He is still playful as a kitten, but at least he's mature enough to be litter trained and not to need to climb up the draperies and such things. So if you are interested in one of the cats you've seen today, you also should know that this week we are giving you a $20 discount on all black cat adoptions in honor of Halloween. So hopefully you'll take advantage of that because we have a lot of cats here in the shelter and we really need to find homes for the little ones before they become big ones. We are back with our next guest, Pretensia, and Pretensia is also a domestic short-hair black kitty in honor of Halloween week, and she's also a kitten, very sweet. And one of the things that's pretty important if you're going to select a cat for your family or for yourself is that they can live 15 to 20 years. 20 is rare, more common is 12 or 13, but you want to make sure that you pick one that has a personality and attitude that's complementary to your lifestyle. Just makes it easier for both of you over the long term. Pretensia is more of a lap cat, more of a snuggler than the other three that we've met this morning. You also have to consider their age. All of the kittens we've showed you so far are in a time of their life when they're the most playful and energetic that they're going to be. So if you look at a kitten like Pretensia and she's very mellow and cuddly now, then you can expect that as an adult, she's going to really be a lap cat. So if that is what you're looking for, then she may be the one for you. And no matter what it is that you have in mind, a kitten that you can teach to play fetch, a kitten that will be agile and playful in your house, or one that you can just snuggle up and watch TV with, we have the kitten for you. So you should come by the shelter and meet them all. A volunteer or staff member will take them out of the cage, let you hold them. We do have a cat colony room where some of the cats that have been here a while get to walk around with each other and live in a spacious area with litter pans and climbing trees. You can also visit with those cats. And we will try to help you find the one that's just right for you. We are back with our next guest, Snickers. And Snickers is another black domestic short-hair kitten. He's about 4 months old, and he came to us as a youngster and is now ready to be adopted out. He has some white markings on him, as you can see, and is much more snuggly and mellow than the first cats that were in. And again, that's all I can tell you about their personalities, is they may look alike, but they could not be more different. And the best way for you to pick out a cat that's right for you and your family is to come in on more than one occasion at different times of day. Take them out and hold them, because in the mornings, generally all of our kittens are excited. They've been resting for the night. It's time to eat. There's a lot to do. In the morning around here, it's very active and hectic. They all get their cages changed out. They get new toys. So it's a rowdy time. And then in the afternoon, after 1, they've already eaten twice, and they usually sleep in the afternoon. So it's nice for you to come in the morning and afternoon and see all the cats and see their full range of personality. And Snickers is one of many kittens that we have here in the shelter, but we color code them for you, blue, orange, and green. And blue cats and kittens are lap cats. It's easy to trim their nails, to check their ears, to do all the things you might need to do for them. And also, blue cats can be attractive to parents who want a cat who is going to accept some handling from little kids. Then the orange cats are in the middle. They can do all of the things that cats can do, be playful, be snuggly. And then our green cats are the ones who, one of two things, either they prefer to be active and independent, or they have less experience with people, so they need to build up some trust. So hopefully that will help you when you are trying to choose a cat out of our sometimes 60 cats in the building. It can be overwhelming when you come in and see a large wall of cats. How do you even start? And it's easy to try to choose by the cat's appearance, and we don't recommend that. We recommend going by their personality, because that's not going to change, and it's going to be your best bet for finding a compatible companion. We'll be back in a few minutes with more Halloween cats for you to consider for adoption.
Need an idea for your child's birthday party? Look no further. At the Middletown Rec Center, we have all your birthday party needs. We have a full-size gymnasium, our large rec room, sports equipment, and many birthday party theme ideas. Each party includes crafts, games, and a story. Please call 301-600-1646 for more information.
If you're 55 or older and looking for a way to get moving and strengthen your body, then join the Frederick Senior Center for its strength training class. This class is offered daily and no pre-registration is required. For just $2 a class, you can develop strength, flexibility, balance, and coordination. Strength training also increases your metabolism, which can help control weight gain and help lower your blood pressure. So stop thinking about it and start exercising today. Classes are offered at the Frederick Senior Center, located at 1440 Taney Avenue in Frederick. For more information and class schedules, call 301-600-1605.
Welcome back to Pet Pals. We are back with more of the same. It is Halloween week, so we are featuring all of our black cat guests that we can. We have about 11 in the shelter, from kitten to adult, and this little kitty is Dinah. And Dinah is 5 or 6 years old. She came to us as a stray, and it is always unusual to me that we have these wonderful, friendly cats come to us as stray. Someone just finds them because we get 20 to 30 reports every month from people who are looking for their cat who mysteriously disappeared. Those people come in sometimes daily looking for their cat, and often, unfortunately, they do not find their cat. Yet, we get 15 new cats a day. 15 animals a day. Most of them are cats. And they don't match up to the cats that are missing. So it's always going to be a mystery for me why so many cats go missing, so many cats end up in the shelter, but we can't make a match between the two individual groups. So this is Dinah. She came to us as a stray, as I said, but she's very friendly and outgoing. So obviously she had a home, but she has lost her family. So she is in need of a new one. And in honor of Halloween, we are offering $20 off for all black cat adoptions. So I really hope that that inspires you to consider one of our black kitties, because they can be hard to see in the cage and often they are overlooked. If you think that Dinah would be a good match for you, she's obviously a little camera shy. So she will need someone who's going to be sensitive and patient with her and understand that she's just not a performer at heart. We are back with Mary T, another domestic short-hair black cat here at the shelter. And we also, you may remember from past episodes, have Maggie, the black cat with half a tail, and Cherry, the very affectionate black cat with a little bit of white. And then we also have Russell and Frankie, who you've seen on the show before. So altogether, we have 11 black cats and kittens in need of a home, and we are hoping that during this Halloween week, we'll be able to place them all. A little ambitious, but saving lives is what we do, and the black cats have a hard time, and this really is a time of year that we can pay attention to them and celebrate them a little bit. So Mary T is a young adult female who also came to us as a stray, and was her color code green? Was her card green?
I didn't pick.
No?
I think it was orange.
Okay, so you will see when you come in to meet her. The reason I was asking if her color code was green is because she's so not wanting to hold still for all of this. And what you obviously can't tell on the camera is that there are bunnies and guinea pigs over there that are interesting her greatly. So if you would like a little sparkly kitty, then Mary T might be the one for you. And we are back with Ella. Ella is a New Zealand bunny. She's pretty big. I don't know how well you can see her. She is also in our Halloween theme color. And it's pretty important to remind you periodically that we have animals other than dogs and cats. And Ella is a perfect example of that. She's actually been in the shelter for a long time. And I would really like to see her get adopted because we found her as a stray, which is pretty rare for rabbits, and it speaks a lot to her bravery and smarts that she was able to keep herself safe and alive on the streets of the city. And because she's been here such a long time, we know a great deal about her. She likes her food, and she is a tough girl. She actually went to a church event this weekend, so she was able to run around in an X-Pen and meet and greet everybody. So she definitely has a lot to offer someone as a pet, and definitely needs a break since she's been here for quite a while, living in a small cage. Now, of course, Randy brings her every week carrots and tomatoes, bananas. Kim and Casey Mills bring bananas on the weekend for all the rabbits and let them get out and run around. So we do what we can for them while they stay here for a long time. But obviously, the ideal life is for her to get out of the shelter and be able to come out of her cage every day and be strong and get more exercise so that she can have a full life. Everything a rabbit can do. And if you haven't looked yet, you should check out on YouTube. There is a herding rabbit, probably along the lines of something that Ella could do. And there also are videos of agility rabbits so that you can see that they're very agile, strong, smart, intelligent animals, and they really shouldn't be considered as just an animal that lives in a cage for you to look at. They really need to interact and are capable of a lot more than people give them credit for. If you are interested in a Halloween bunny, then Ella may be the one for you. You're a good girl. Yes, you are a good girl. And we are back with more adoptable animals from Frederick County Animal Control that are black. And this one is a tiny little Chihuahua that also came to us as a stray. He is not even a year old. And as I've said many times, I will never understand why the 30 reports we get a month of animals that are missing does not match the animals that we get in every month that do not have ID and do not match up with any of the people looking for their pets. It's a mystery of animal sheltering that occurs all over the country, that so many pets are separated from their families. And while we do reunite many, Last month we had a little toy poodle that was lost for 3 weeks, reunited. We had a cat from Germany that was lost since the spring, 6 months, reunited with his family because of a microchip. But we don't match them all up, and that is something that, of course, we would very much like to change. And one way to do that is to always have your pets wear some form of ID, whether it be a microchip or a collar or a tag, a tattoo, any kind of way that you can make sure that we are able to find you when we find your pet. So this little guy we are calling Pez. We have no idea what his family might have called him. But he is looking for a new home. He is a baby dog, so obviously he is finishing up his house training, but what a great little attitude. He's a sweet little cutie, and he's going to make somebody very happy. The way we do puppy adoptions, as many of you know, is that we take 4 applications and pick the very best match, because for the same reasons he ends up in the shelter and his family is not trying to get him back are the reasons that when people adopt a puppy, they often decide not to keep the puppy, because house training is a little tedious. It doesn't take very long, but you really have to pay attention and be on top of it. Also, entertaining a puppy does take a lot of time, and it's going to take, for him, he's almost a year old, so it's going to take about 6 months for somebody to spend the time that needs to be spent to make him into just the perfect little companion. And he just couldn't be doing a better job than he is on Randy's lap, selling how cute and sweet this little dog is. So if you've been looking and are interested, please come by the shelter and meet him. And if you have seen any pets today that you think you know someone who might be interested in, then please go to petfinder.com, find their picture, pass it on to the interested parties. And the other thing that you can do is share this episode of Pet Pals or one of these pets' pictures with your Facebook page, and put it on the bottom of your email for us. Any amount of exposure we can get is really helpful, because there are millions of people looking for new pets. They just haven't made that final decision to go and pick up the pet of their dreams. Just a couple of months ago, we opened this cat colony room, which allows cats like Spunky, who's a 5 or 6 year old adult male, a chance to walk around, move far away from his litter box, sit in the sun. We have a window in the room, and the colony room has really allowed us to give cats that remain in the shelter for some time a little advantage, change of pace, and it helps us get to know them better. It also allows people to come in to the cat colony room, sit and enjoy the company of the cats, get to see if they approach you on their own. It's a little nicer than trying to meet them in the cage for some people. And it also allows us to carefully select cats that maybe have a hard time living in a cage in the shelter, so that they still get a chance at adoption, even if the kennel atmosphere isn't perfect for them. Thank you for joining us on Pet Pals this week. You will see a link below that you can share if you would like to pass the word along about the adoptable animals at Frederick County, and I hope you join us next time.